Welcome back to another Habs Nation video. We have three different subjects for you. During this video, we talk about the review weekend for the Montreal Canadiens prospect, following by Ivan Demidov scored his first goal in the KHL, and finally a preview of the Montreal Canadiens main camp start this week. First of all, the Montreal Canadiens play against the Toronto Maple Leaf prospect back-to-back games on the weekend. Montreal lost both games. Saturday, they lost by a score of 4-3 and shootout. And then they lost yesterday by a score of 5-4. Sven played very well for the Montreal Canadiens as a defenseman. Talking about Lane Hutson, was maybe the best player on the ice with Easton Cowan from the Toronto Maple Leaf. Overall, it's very difficult to evaluate players during that kind of showcase to game because they have no chemistry between players most of the time. Then the execution is not very great overall. It was great to see the hockey back in Montreal. 20,000 people both games watching the prospect. And it was not about the outcome, but most about the fact to see some players play for the Montreal Canadiens. But overall, I think this prepared them to be ready for the main camp. We know some of them, they are at the first year professional with the Montreal Canadiens, and then some of them are only at the second year with the Montreal Canadiens organization. It was also great to see Adam Engstrom score the first goal for the Montreal Canadiens on the weekend. Tyler Thorpe with 2 goals. Logan Mailloux, one of them. Eamon Eneman scored also for the Montreal Canadiens. And overall, the problem for the Montreal Canadiens, honestly, it was the goaltender because 2 of them was invited to join the Montreal Canadiens after the injury of the goaltender Quentin Miller, drafted by the Montreal Canadiens 2 years ago. So for me, I asked a question to friend people during the weekend who stood out for the Montreal Canadiens, and you can see different response I got on the channel. Marcel Iliot 111 mentioned for him he really liked the performance of the player. Invite Charles Savoie play on the 4 line. He liked also Mailloux look far better than last year. Thorpe was a nice surprise. Neat work on his skating, but could end up at the steal of the draft. Reinbacher looked okay. And Engstrom has a very quiet and efficient game for Adam Engstrom overall with the Montreal Canadiens. Hutson looked great offensively, but need to be a bit more selective and when he attack. On Mathieu Larose 9958, I love the way that Mailloux and felt he was the best player overall, even better the Lane Hutson. Wow. And Thorpe played a great couple of games. Beck played a steady 200 feet game for Eric Brosseau, 6'4", His best player is Owen Beck. Shock Z24, Owen Beck. And 7333 is also Owen Beck. For Roger Bouchard, he think Mailloux make the Montreal Canadiens, no question, no doubt for Butch. Nicolas Fairbairn, Mailloux and Reinbacher for sure. And finally, for you, Tyler Thorpe is playing on the 3rd line and has 2 goals and 2 games. Very impressed with his production so far. This is a couple of people mentioned about who stood out during the weekend with the Montreal Canadiens. But what about you, Coach? First of all, for me, this is my ranking for the Montreal Canadiens players during the weekend. Lane Hutson, showtime. The kids can play hockey. He showed to all the Montreal Canadiens the reason he could become unicorn in the NHL. Some of you thinking he's struggling on the defensive side. I can give you some clips where he put the puck out very easily, go around players. He was struggling at some point, battled 1 versus 1, but if you can find a good, solid pairing defenseman fit with Lane Hutson, it's going to be perfectly good overall for Lane Hutson. My second best stood out player is David Reinbacher. Not flashy, so good on everything he did on the weekend. It's not perfect. He needs to improve different details of his game, but I think Reinbacher, he was the most consistency defenseman on both sides of the game. Following by Tyler Thorpe. Really impressive for Thorpe did during the weekend. The big 6-5 drive for the Montreal Canadiens in 2024. He's going to play in the WHL for upcoming season. 2 goals and 2 games. Following by Logan Mailloux. Mailloux have a great weekend overall. A couple of mistakes. Not going to be hard on that. I think he's going to adapt on the speed of the game. I'm not sure he's ready to start the season with the Montreal Canadiens. Owen Beck, a lot of fans love Owen Beck game. I respect that. I like what he accomplished this weekend. But I was expecting a bit more from him on the offensive side of the game. What I'm talking about is how he drive the line. He was not a playmaker. He was great on the face-off. He did not do very well on the entrance offensive zone. Finish his check on the 3 zone, play one on the defensive zone. This is what he is, Owen Beck. But I was expecting a bit more. But again, I think Beck delivered anyway the merchandise for the best forward with Tyler Thorpe with the Montreal Canadiens. Following by Adam Ekstrom, not flashy like Reinbacher, but great weekend for him. I really like his first game. He was not strong on the first goal, but he's come back stronger, scored a goal. Second game was okay. I wish he was a bit better overall. But again, Ekstrom is going to be ready for the main camp with the Montreal Canadiens. I expect him to be with the Laval Rocket for upcoming season. And the player was invited for the Montreal Canadiens, Charles Savoie. Show a couple great moments during this both game. Have a couple assists. And we'll see what it will be the next move from him. I'm pretty sure he's going to get an invite to join the main camp for the Montreal Canadiens. He's supposed to join the University of Concordia, but who knows if he could accept a deal from the Montreal Canadiens or the Laval Rocket to play with them. Again, this is going to be a long shot for Charles Savoie, but the other player for me stood out. Yes, Riley Kipney, Philippe Major, Sean Farrell have a better game Sunday versus Saturday. For me, Florent Jacquet and Luke Tuck was disappointed overall during the weekend. This is what I expect. Jacquet will talk a little bit more consistency, bring more intensity, be more physical, and they bring some kind of forechecking with that line. But they only have a couple of spots left and right during both games. That's not good enough for me to put them on the suit out. It does give you a little bit an idea what happening during the weekend between the Montreal Canadiens prospect versus a Toronto Leaf. I would love to hear from you. Which player stood out for you? And are you agree or disagree with my stood out player for the 2 games for the Montreal Canadiens? Now, my second subject of the day, guys, about Ivan Demidov play is game number 5 with the KHL. On the first clip right there, you're going to see the first goal of Ivan Demidov and the KHL happening yesterday. Won the SKA 4-3 in overtime. Demidov played over 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Have 1 goal, 1 point with 3 shots on the net. I really like what Demidov did during his third period. Again, he was the strongest players, fastest player on the ice for both teams. Demidov played yesterday on the third line. He did not have a lot of power play time. He was not on the 2 unit during the game until to the end of the game when it was 3-3. What I like for Demidov yesterday from the head coach Rothenberg, he used Demidov in the last 5 minutes of the game. He played approximately 2 minutes and 40 seconds. At the end of the game, at some point, there was in the power play. He played approximately 40 seconds at the end of the game. And obviously, it was not an overtime because the team scored a goal before they used him. Again, this is game number 5 for Demidov. And 5 games, he has 1 goal, 1 assist for a total of 2 points. My only concern is to be sure the head coach continues to use Demidov as a role of the top 9 forward with the team SKA. By the way, every game we do all the clips of Demidov delivery and release 30 minutes after his game. You can check your notification and watch all the shift of Demidov or his highlights during the game. Finally, my last subject of the day is about the preview of the Montreal Canadiens main camp. First of all, today the Montreal Canadiens do the golf tournament. You're going to hear from friend players, and of course the management on Montreal Canadiens, Gordon, Hughes, Martin Saint-Louis, and Nick Zuski, captain with Brian Gallagher and many other players thinking about the upcoming season. We know in the last two seasons, the word playoff never been used by the management. I'm looking to hear if they're going to use the playoff word or they're going to say they want to be in the mix of the race of the playoff. For the players like Nick Ski or Cole Caulfield or any other players, I think for them they're going to mention the word playoff, and I believe they're going to say they really believe they could make the playoff for the NHL 2025. So if you want to hear more about the Montreal Canadiens golf tournament, join me tonight at 8:30 Eastern Time. Montreal Canadiens open the main camp Wednesday for fitness and testing during all day, and then they're going to be on the ice Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they play the first exhibition game Monday night. Again, the Flyers at the Bell Center, and they play a back-to-back game. The next night, they play again the New Jersey Devils, also at the Bell Center. Then they're going to play again Toronto, a back-to-back game. And then they finish their exhibition game October 1st and October 5th. Again, the Ottawa Senators. Until they start the season 2024-2025, October 9, again, the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Bell Center. And then October 10, they're going to play a back-to-back game. They're going to travel all the way to the Boston Bruins at the Diddy Garden to play, again, the Bruins, the second game of the season 2024-2025. Thanks for watching another video of the Habs Nation video. Don't forget, please, to subscribe, click on the like, leave me comments about different subject we talked today, the review of the weekend of the Montreal Canadiens prospect, Ivan Demidov, game number 5 with his first goal in KHL, and what are your expectations for the main camp for the Montreal Canadiens? Until the next time, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.